I
see
Broadway.
that. You're finally wearing the glitter jacket.
Yeah, I did. I
never wore it on the show
Since it's
before.
our first show tonight.
This is our first show on Village Connection Network. I'm really excited.
Way to go. Give me 5 on that. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Good evening. How are you guys?
Heather Lee, how are you, sweetheart? We're shipping
I'm doing
shows
great.
away.
I had to call in because I just wanted you guys to pay extra shipping to get my shirt.
Thank you, Heather.
Actually, I'm going to give them to your father, and he's going to ship them to you.
Oh, in that case, I'll never get it.
Brought up a really good point, Darren.
Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man. It sounds like somebody's in heat. That's good.
How are you, Music Man this week?
Really interesting question.
That's a fantastic question, Norman.
Wow. See, I got a fantastic. You just got good. I got fantastic. What kind of toy did she like? I'm kidding.
Come on, he always goes there. Were you drinking before the show? What are the cardinal rules? 2 things you never do to a woman. You never say they're old, and you never say they're happy.
I'm never going to see her again.
How much Wait a second.
We both know I won't be seeing you.
You know Laura for a long time.
Yes, I do. By the way, this is a Yankee station.
It's a Yankee station. John, it's a Yankee station.
All right.
4th extravaganza.
Hell no.
Hi, Eileen. Eileen's on.
Hi, Eileen. Eileen Karina is on.
Yeah,
Hi, Eileen.
Great question. We have a lot of undulations out in the field. Undulations.
Is that a one? What the hell is undulation?
Fred, don't use big words. John's not calling you chicken.
Did you just call me a chicken?
I called you a chicken. I did call you a chicken.
You called me a chicken.
I called you a chicken. Hey, right? So this
Help.
I gotta get him a cough button, Jim. What do you think?
A cough button would be a good idea. Consider that a good question that he asked?
Great question. There you go. I got
Pythons and brains.
But our own John from Hazlitt provided the confetti for the ticker tape parade. Hey, sorry. I was just gonna say, this show's about him. It's not about you.
Hey, give me some loving.
How are you, Music Man?
Hello, Darren. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm absolutely convinced. I'm that you got some kind of brain damage when you had that thing last year.
I'm telling you, and he called.
Seeing interviews by Darren and the Music Man. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Siafi and Norman Wasserman.
Let's do this, yeah.
And good evening and welcome to the Business Power Hour. It's Monday night. It's about 6:18. It's snowing. It's ugly out. Weather is terrible. But I got my buddy over here, Darren Dimples.
How are you, Music Man?
I'm good. We're ready for the holiday season. It's the holiday season.
It is the holiday season.
To be fatter than what we were last week.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was nice. Always with the kids and all the grandchildren and stuff. And,
Good.
My ex-wife wasn't there. She was in Florida living off my money.
Jim, did we? You know, it lasted about a whole minute. But
although mine was good. A lot of family, friends. We had a good time. I want to give a shout out to John from Hazlitt.
John from Hazlitt.
He had a heart attack on Thanksgiving.
Shit. No shit.
Yeah. He's doing well though. He's doing okay.
Oh, good.
So we wish him the best. And
John, all the best to you. Prayers.
Yeah, stop eating all that crap. I think part of it is because he's a Met fan.
Right.
I think that's what it is.
Well,
so,
he's depressed because they're doing what they do every year.
Well,
Nothing.
It's
Nothing.
But John, we wish you the best. I love you, man. I hope you're okay. I spoke to him over.
All right.
Yeah, I spoke to him over the weekend.
We like when you call in.
He was in good spirits.
We like when you call in, and we like more when you hang up.
Yeah. So he may be sitting in his bed right now watching us, and You know.
Hey, John.
And John, when the phones open up during the second break, you can call in.
Feel free to call.
And John, just pay attention because there's going to be a lot of good chatter here that I'm sure you're going to bite into.
Yeah, there's some stuff you're going to want to listen to tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Actually, it's going to be interesting for everybody.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good show.
Tonight's a party night.
It's a party night.
It's a party night because we're getting ready for the holiday season, and we got one of the people that Friend Entertainment uses at their events.
So one of you are right.
I'm sorry.
I said one of the people that you utilize for your shows.
Exactly. From time to time, I do this, and he's the best at what he does, and that's why we use him. I have been inundated over the years with these type of people that are always asking to be inundated.
Make it sound like he says, you know.
I'm inundated.
But
trust me when I tell you.
I like this guy a lot, though.
That's why he's being used. That's why I use him. He's the best. He's the best at what he does.
So
he is a DJ.
Well, can we introduce him then?
He's a stingray of DJs.
Stingray of DJs.
Do you like that one?
Yeah.
As in Stingray Entertainment.
So we want to welcome Keith Ray from Stingray Entertainment.
Yes. Thank you,
welcome,
gentlemen.
Keith.
Can I say gentlemen, or is that too?
You can call him a gentleman.
Yeah, I was going to say for him it may be a little too much.
Yeah, but maybe, you know, both. I mean, Darren, I know a very long time. I mean,
how long do you know him?
Well, here's the thing.
Do I want to give away our age?
Well, first, before we do that, tell us about Stingray Entertainment, what you're all about, and how you got started.
I got started Thanksgiving weekend, 1985.
Wow,
many
so this
moons
is
ago.
24 years ago.
Why, no one invited
Common
you for
Core
dinner?
Math is 34 years ago.
Really? But I'm an accountant. I don't have an adding machine in front of me.
I see that.
If I don't have an adding machine, I would have come up
Common
with
Core Math kicked your butt, didn't
That's it. It
yeah.
did.
So,
why were you in a bar on Thanksgiving? Weren't you having dinner in family?
well,
or
after
something?
dinner, you know, you don't want to stick
Oh,
around
you
too
went
long.
after dinner.
Oh yeah, it was. I
So you
believe
ate
a
in
Friday
Rome?
night.
Yeah.
A Friday night. I mean,
Right.
it's
No, Thursday night, pal.
No, but Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, so it was Friday night
Yeah,
that you
so I'm
went.
19 years old at the
Got it.
time, and
Right.
you know, I don't want to stick around the parents, you know, too long.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So, go to a local establishment in our town.
Local establishment.
Local establishment.
Classic place.
Classic place. Not classy, but classic.
Is it still around?
No, it is not.
Okay.
No,
You want
is
to give
not.
it a shout out? What the name was?
It was Schulte's Tuck In. Those of you that live in the Mastic Beach, Shirley area, you knew it well growing up.
Nice location.
And I laugh because Keith and I went to high school together. We graduated together.
Yeah.
And that's, So Schulte's was,
You went to William Floyd?
Yeah.
I went to William Floyd.
So I guess you did too.
Yeah.
Did you know that I did all the shows at William Floyd?
Did you really?
Yeah, for 15 years.
Okay.
I did for the Booster Club.
I think they were after us, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, way
Yeah.
after us.
You know.
Yeah, we were gone in '84. That's when we were out of there.
Got it.
Yeah.
We didn't look back.
Yeah. Some of us did. Some of us didn't.
Right.
But I actually got the gig basically because I always went there and stood at the jukebox, and the owner said to me because the DJ that they had got himself in trouble with the law.
Mm-hmm.
So she says, "I don't have a DJ tonight. You want to go back there and play?" I was like, "Okay." You know.
Did you know how?
No. That was the funniest thing.
That was a good career move for the guy who owned the bar.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's not there anymore.
Thanks a lot. I don't know if that was the reason.
Schulte's was there for a long time.
Schulte's was there long before we were even thought of.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? So, so I went back there. First night I ever played there, I get half a crate of records, get to watch women dance, drink for free. And at the end of the night, I thought I was the king of the world. I got $75. I was like, woo!
You, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
back in '85, that was
That's 25 less than you get now.
That's true. That's true. That's very true. Well, I'm not going down that road, but okay.
we all can.
Yeah. So, so that's how I started, and I was always into music even before I started DJing. Like,
So after that first night,
Yeah.
right? You know, it was a crate of records there. You played you spun some tunes,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
Actual records,
Yes.
vinyl.
Yes.
And you, like you said, you were on the top. You know, you were like, "This is great."
Yeah.
Did you get lucky?
What was your next?
I just want to know if you got lucky.
Not the first night, no.
You were working the
I
room.
wasn't. Yes, I was. I wasn't really trying to.
Fun.
Yeah.
He was
When you
he
look-
was
at
right.
least when
right
you don't
then
look,
and-
that's when
Listen,
it hits you.
Exactly.
Keith's a career-minded guy. Right then and there, he was like, "Okay, how
He
can I
knew
make
it.
this? Take the next step."
Yeah, I knew
so
this.
when did you say, "Okay, you know what? I want to do this. I want to make money doing this." Other than that first, after that first night,
Right.
You know, how long before you said, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to really try to make a living."
You know what it
doing
was?
this."
It was just I was DJing there. I didn't really do anything besides working there. And then people started approaching me because they liked what I did.
So after the first night, the owner was like, "Hey, you know what?
Stick around.
Stick around.
You know,
You're my
let's try
regular
this.
guy now."
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because I was there and I did it the next night. And I was always on time. I was always punctual.
You wear a tie?
In that place? No.
Well, you
If
wore a
you
tie
wore-
tonight.
Well, I mean, you know.
He would have got beat up if we
I
were
was going to say I would have got hung outside with the tie or something. No, but I didn't know if this is what I wanted to do, to be honest with you. And then I always loved music. Like when in my parents' home, if I got myself in trouble and I got grounded, I went in my room and listened to music. It was just what I did, just to pass the time.
Yeah.
But I really started getting into it, and I went and bought the records for the owner. She didn't know what to get or anything. I mean, this is an old German woman. You know who she was.
Schultze.
No, her name was actually the Tuck In was part of her last name. That's how she incorporated because she was German, so she named
Well,
it
they must have
Schultze's
had fun
Tuck In.
with that name.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Tucked in.
Listen, we could go in a lot of different directions with
yeah.
that.
Let's
Well,
pull
this
it
is
back.
a
Let's pull it.
podcast.
Listen,
Yeah.
We
this
didn't
show.
say what up.
Look, show's about him, so let's focus on that.
I'm having fun with this. This is fine. So, you know, I just kept coming every weekend, and I'd go and get the records, and she'd give me the money back for the receipts and everything.
Right.
So, it just became, and I got to know a lot more people. And actually, if you knew me in high school, which we did,
Right.
I wasn't really that outgoing.
No, you weren't. You
I
were
was
quiet.
to myself.
You were a quiet kid. We didn't really run in the same circles.
Right.
I was mostly with the jocks and,
Right.
and that type of thing. You were more neutral.
Yeah.
You were in that neutral group. You really weren't a jock. You weren't a head. You
Right.
weren't- You know, because back
Weren't
then
a head. I haven't heard that.
jocks and heads,
Oh.
Like
What
when
an
we were in
old
high
word.
school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was jocks and heads, and that
Yeah,
was a
that's
big
what it
two-
was.
That was the two big groups.
Yeah.
Right, the
Yeah.
heads hung out behind the high school smoking.
Right.
and we were out playing, and you were kind of in the middle there.
Yeah,
and you
because
got
I-
along with everybody.
I didn't, and I kind of incorporated that, I guess, as I was starting to get comfortable DJing in this place. And I got to, you know, some of the people that we went to school with hung out there all the time.
A lot of people we went to school with hung out there all the time.
So I became
it really
a lot more,
was a local bar.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go hang out with you wanted to go find somebody
Yeah.
on a Friday night, you went there to see if they were hanging out
That's
there
exactly
because most
right.
people were.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. So I remember, like in high school, we would go there with like $5, and it was nickel beers for happy hour, and you go with like $5, and you'd have enough money for pool, some beers, and even give the bartender.
Well, if you
like a
remember
tip.
back then, drinking age was 18.
Yeah, well, and then it went to 19,
Then
and
it
then
was
6
19,
months
yeah.
later it went to 21. But it was funny because the week after it went to 21.
Right.
And I was still allowed in there because I never caused any problems.
Right.
And because I was the DJ now.
Listen, dude, Schultze's let everybody in.
Exactly.
If you had money, they were letting you in. They
Exactly.
were checking on
You know
you.
what? You can let me into this conversation anytime that
Well, I
you
mean,
two
it's
want.
kind of a reminiscent thing for us to. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you
Not
know,
on my time.
Yeah, I get it.
now
Well,
it's his time.
it's actually incorporated on how I became a DJ and how
Right.
became
So it's
more
all-
comfortable doing it.
It's all part of the story.
Right. It's all about how I got started. So it incorporates. I don't mean to waste your
That's
part of
okay.
it. So
You paid for the privilege.
thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, but I was actually there on and off for 10 years.
You were 10 years there?
Really? That you were there that long?
I was there almost 10 years.
Did you have to buy your own equipment and stuff like that at any time?
I still kept buying the records. She kept giving me the money back.
So when did you start buying your own equipment and start going out and doing other gigs?
You want to know something? When I started dating my wife. Started dating my wife 20 years ago.
Right.
And I had stopped for a while. I got burned out.
So what were you doing in between?
I was still like work during the week. I'd still DJ here and there, but nothing crazy.
What did you do when you were working during the week?
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Okay,
You
all
know,
right.
so I've been through everything. I've been, CDL driver. I've been through construction. I've been through being
You couldn't figure out what you really wanted
That's
to
exactly
do, so
it.
you were trying a whole
At
bunch
53,
of different...
I still don't know what I want to do with
Yes,
myself. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
I'm trying to help you with that.
I appreciate it. I always tell people the most consistent thing in my life for 34 years has been music and DJing.
Right.
And I really started getting comfortable because when I first started DJing, I wasn't comfortable on a microphone. She'd yell at me, "I need you to announce the drink specials." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable."
Right. Yeah. Well, like I said before, you really weren't an outgoing
Right.
kid. You were kind of like in the middle. If somebody came over to you and talked to you, you talked.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like you were...
I was approaching the conversation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. And like now,
Now you're
That's
an
part,
animal.
that's part
Thank
of
you. I
it.
appreciate that.
Oh,
I'm
you-
an animal in
you
a
know,
good sense.
You were there? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
That's why we do business.
yes, I appreciate that as
Because
well.
you represent.
I try to
Represent. Wow,
Represent.
look at that.
Listen,
The
hey.
terminology, Jim.
That good?
Represent.
Jim, you know.
Did you hear
Pretty
that?
impressive.
Yeah. So
He represents.
yes,
Represent.
but no, that's how I got started.
Right.
And you know, I tell people, and they're like, "Really? That's how you started a DJ career?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's the God's honest truth. That's how I started."
Right, so, you know, known Keith all the way back then, and I knew it back then, but I forgot about it. But you know how I do my research for the show, and I research everything that goes on.
Here we go.
Turns out our friend here is a Met fan.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Die-hard Met fan.
Yeah.
Damn.
But here's the
You
thing.
feel for me, don't you?
No.
Yeah, no, we don't.
I guess that explains. I guess that explains being a loner in high school.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate that. That's good, though. Actually, there was a lot of us poor souls that are Met fans, you know, in high school.
You didn't have a lot. You had a few.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have an authentic baseball signed by Pete Alonso.
We may have to talk.
Do you know who Pete Alonso is?
No, I don't. Of course I do.
And it's
Just
got
checking.
look, it's got all the it's authenticated and the
We
whole
might have to
bit.
talk after the show.
You know, we
Scott,
you know,
no, you
I
can't
got-
have it.
Oh no, I can sell it to him.
So
We can make a couple of bucks on it.
Listen, I don't
It's
mind.
not
that.
enough.
You don't think?
We got to wait for Alonso. We got to hold on to the ball. Got to hold it for a while.
Why are we?
Why?
gonna-
Because next year or the year after, he's going to sign a big contract. He's
big
going to be with the
contract.
Mets for a while.
He could win MVP
Let's
next
hope
year.
the coupons
Absolutely.
are smart
Let's
enough to
hold
do
on to
that. I call them the coupons.
The
by way.
coupons, yeah.
If you've seen
Well,
some of my Facebook
Well, here's
posts.
the problem. As we all know, what they do is
Yes.
somebody now is all of a sudden demanding big money to let them go.
Yeah.
And they actually spend big money on somebody who's on the downside of their
Right.
career. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's a smart way to go.
Yeah, but absolutely.
Right.
like the Ellsbury, the Yankees let him go, and
Yeah.
all the Met fans, oh, we should go get him. I'm
Right.
like, what are you
What are you
insane?
doing him?
The Yankees got rid of him for a reason.
Exactly. Because they're the smarter organization. We
Not really.
could spend all
They went
night
for
on
their
it.
lungs in getting him.
Yeah, I know. they did.
Financially.
They
and-
did.
and
Well,
now they're
you know
screwing
what?
him for $26 mil.
He gave him a couple of good years, and then he
His
just
fault
fell
he
off.
got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then he just fell off the face of the earth.
Well,
You know, and we know how that goes.
yes, we do.
So besides DJing, do you do anything else besides DJing?
Actually, I consider this doing something else. I'm a stay-at-home dad for my son.
That's wonderful.
He's
That's
high
good.
functioning autistic, 16.
Yeah.
Good
So,
for you.
Which
yeah.
is another connection we
That's
have,
a
but we'll
job.
talk about that
Yeah,
later.
100%,
That's another
right?
reason why I love you.
that's a
I
job,
love
bro.
it too.
Yeah,
man.
that's a job. You know, and we
You know what? You know, when I say that, people say that, and you know, I say he's more typical teenager than even my wife gives him credit for, because he only talks to me when he wants something. You know how that
Yeah,
works.
oh yeah. Oh,
You know what I mean?
The boy.
Yeah. So like he comes home and I say, "How's your day?" And he'll just walk by me, go to his computer room. Then he'll say, "Dad, can I have a snack?" You know, that's how it is. Or when he's home from school, he'll be like, "Dad, can we go to Target? Can we go here?" Yeah. That's the only time. I mean, he talks here and there,
But you're there for him.
Oh, 100%.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
No
that's
matter
my
what
number
you-
one job.
I give you kudos for that.
I
man.
appreciate it.
I give you kudos
It's
because you need a lot of
something I have
patience
to
for
do.
that.
You know,
Yeah.
my wife, she goes out and works, and you know, we made this decision 5 years ago. You know, I was in between jobs. I had
Right.
some health issues, and she wanted me to go back to work. She wanted me to stay home, and finally she decided, just stay home, grow your DJ business, grow your photo booth business.
Right.
You know, if you're not working, you could always network with your other DJs that you know, and if they need coverage, go to work.
Right.
So that's what I do.
So Keith, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you,
Okay.
right, and they wanted to contact Stingray Entertainment
Yeah.
and talk to you about an event, and we're going to talk about some of
Oh,
those
you do
events in
events?
the next section.
I do. I do.
He does.
You
He
know
does
about a couple
weddings.
of
He
them.
does. We got a
He
great
does
story.
events.
He did my brother's wedding. We got a great story about that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I want to go there.
That was classic.
That was a classic wedding.
That was
right?
classic, yes.
So yeah, there was a lot going on at that wedding.
Well, here we go.
We'll get into that after the break.
Well, the other thing we talked about, we do that, but you know,
Yeah.
his brother's wedding, we could talk all
We'll
night
talk
long.
all night long.
No, but how you can get in touch with me is my cell phone.
631-399-6988.
Thank you, Norman.
How's that?
Oh, my cell is 631-484-9296. My website is www.stingrayentertainment.net. Facebook, Instagram, Stingray601. That's how you can get
That's
in
it?
contact with me, and yeah.
We could spend an hour doing that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we could.
Well,
we could
that's what
do
we're
a
gonna
lot
do.
more.
He's got a lot of stuff.
So when we come back, we're going to find out more about Keith and actually my brother's wedding and the job that he did there, because there was a lot of interesting things that happened that night.
Yeah, I wonder how'd you get that gig? But don't tell me now.
No,
We're going to save it after.
We'll come back after this
Yeah,
break.
we'll come back after this.
So we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, this is Doug Cormack, Executive Director of Orchard Estate of Woodbury, Woodbury's first assisted living and memory care community. We're opening this summer for seniors who need a little or a lot of assistance with things like taking their medication, meals, or just a maintenance-free lifestyle. Our experienced staff keeps seniors and their families connected to what matters most. Call us today to inquire about our model apartments and discover how Orchard Estate of Woodbury is providing the lifestyle Long Island seniors deserve. Call 516-246-2167. That's 516-246-2167. Or visit orchardestatewoodbury.com. Licensure pending.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friend Entertainment USA. My name is Norman Wasserman. I am also known as the Music Man. Let me just tell you a little bit about Friend Entertainment. We put on concerts for charities, and we do that everywhere from New York to Las Vegas. We do R&B, Motown, rock and roll, jazz, whatever it is that you wish. Friend Entertainment will deliver the best of the best for you and your charity. Here are some of the names of the talent that have performed with us on our stage. Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner, The Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, the one and only ELO, Elton John himself, Kool and the Gang, and the fabulous Donna Summer. Go to our website, friendentusa.com. That's www.friendentusa.com, or feel free to call us at 631-698-9696, 631-698-9696, and we'll see you at the next show.
Small business owners, are you having trouble growing your business? Do you feel like you're always swimming upstream? Do you feel like daily tension that I can't get ahead and I don't know why? Hi everybody, my name is Darren Sayafi and I'm a business therapist. What's a business therapist? Well, some people call us coaches, some people call us advisors, other people even call us strategists. We take a vested interest in you and your personal development as a person and as a business owner to give you the tools and structure that you need to take it to that next level. So don't wait. Give me a call today for your free consultation and let me show you how you can help yourself.
There we go, I got it. Okay, welcome back to the Business Power Hour. We're here with Darren, my partner, and with Stingray Entertainment, with Keith Ray, my buddy.
My buddy.
My new buddy.
My buddy.
Your new buddy.
We've been buddies now.
Wait a second. How long have you guys known each other?
Almost
I don't know, a year.
Yeah,
9
almost a
months.
year.
9 months a year.
9 months a year, right? So
Yeah, we met at networking breakfast on Friday mornings.
And we hit it
Right.
off right away.
Long
We
Island
hit it
Breakfast
off.
Club?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sat next to each other, and one thing led to another. And
I had somebody come up to me not too long ago and says, "Hey, you're part of the Long Island." I'm in the Facebook group for Long Island Breakfast Club because he invited me in and that, and I haven't been to any of the breakfasts. You know that because you go.
Yeah.
And somebody came over and goes, "Hey, I know who you are. I see you all the time," and because of the show.
Yeah.
You know, and he started talking to me like he knew me. That's the funny part about this is like people start approaching you and talk to you like they know you because they
I'm in
watch.
Costco. The guy says, "Aren't you the Music Man?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
That's how it goes.
That's good.
So, for those of you just joining us, we're talking to Keith Ray from Stingray Entertainment, DJ extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
Thank you,
Extraordinaire.
gentlemen.
So
I'll
we're going to
pay
show you
extra
some.
at the end.
We're going to show you some pictures in a little while.
Also, a high school classmate of mine, and we were just talking about some of our childhood haunts and things that we did and stuff like that, and how he got started. And we talked about that first 10 years. You kind of worked the Schultzes for a while.
Yeah.
And then what happened? You kind of got away from it. You got burnt out from doing it every
burnt out.
weekend, and
it takes a toll, because it's every weekend.
And it's all night long. You're
It's
there till
from
4
10
a.m.
at night to 4 in the morning, and
That's
then
a long time.
And not only that, the bartenders ask you, can you go fill up my coolers, help me fill my coolers and
What
stuff
are you,
like
bar boy?
But I mean,
Well,
they're friends.
That was Schultzes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. It was a neighborhood bar. like I was telling the story before the show where I went in there with somebody I went to college with, and they couldn't believe I knew everybody in the place, and it was because it's all our high school friends and
Time out
stuff
for
like
just
that.
1 second. If there's anybody out there that's a friend of Keith or has used Keith or would like to use Keith or would like to ask a question of Keith, give us a call at 631-415-1365. Call in. He's a little bashful, but he'll talk to you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit bashful.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid of this.
And
A DJ that's bashful, gotta love it.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
no,
exactly.
I don't think I'm bashful.
You're not so
I just don't
bashful
have
when
the
you
ego.
get there. When you put that microphone, when you get going, you go.
I do.
Go.
Because like I said, I got comfortable
And your
after.
equipment is great.
Yes,
Well,
I appreciate
like
it.
we said before the break, right? You did my brother's wedding,
Yes.
and that was what, like, that was 2012 or 13?
I think it was
something like
7
that.
or 8 years ago.
7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah,
That was a night.
Yeah, that was a wild. Well, that was, you can see how big my family was,
Yes.
right?
But
And-
actually, Darren, if you
I know-
remember,
I know you weren't there for the event
I
itself.
wasn't there for the event itself. I had another event that night. I had 2 of my guys do it.
Yeah.
And I
You-
show up, and I'm like, what is
Chaos.
going on?
It was just chaos.
I said, I
well,
said
you want
to my
chaos.
MC, I went to my MC, I'm like, Anthony, what did you guys do to these people? Because I see somebody on the floor.
Well, it started out, right? We had a photo booth, but it wasn't your photo booth.
It wasn't mine.
Because at that time you didn't have a photo booth,
Right.
but now you do, right?
Right.
So we had a photo booth, and my aunt got into the photo booth, and on the other side was a curtain, and she thought it was like a wall. So she like slid all the way over so her daughter can get next to her, and she went right through, fell down, broke her shoulder.
Oh my God.
Right? That was number one. That was like right in the
I
beginning.
smell lawsuit.
Right?
Well,
Yeah. So then
as long as I
later in the
remember doing
night,
that.
one of my oldest cousin Karen, and we always say that because when we were young, she was always I'm the oldest cousin. There's about 50 of us, so she
There's
was always
a lot in his family,
there was-
believe me.
She was bragging that she was always the oldest cousin, but now it's a different story. When I mention that,
Yeah,
she hates
exactly.
it. But the oldest cousin, she was on the dance, or she was walking along the dance floor. And one of my other cousins, who was dancing on the dance floor, kind of did a move, and he nailed her.
Yeah,
and
slammed
the
into
floor
her.
wasn't level, and she went over and broke a hip. Okay.
Needless
So
to
that
say,
was-
the ambulance was there like 2 or 3 times.
All right. And then the last part, my aunt was
Right?
leaving, walking out, and it was icy out that night. She slipped and fell. Now, she was a trooper. She was going home to Florida the next day.
Yeah.
She knew she broke her wrist, but she wasn't going to the hospital.
Yeah.
And she got on a plane and then flew home and went to the
Then went to the
hospital and got her arm taken care of.
Because I said
But
to my
that
guys, I
was-
said, what
that
did
was
you
an
do
event.
to these people?
What did you
Yes.
do?
I was like, what did you do to these? I show up, there's an ambulance outside. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Did you go, uh-oh,
Yeah, no, I just went up to my MC. I said, Anthony, what happened?
uh-oh?
Yeah, it was like.
Did he
"No,
say it was a good party, though?
He said it was a great wedding. Great wedding.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Yeah,
We
you
tend to have a
definitely do.
very good time.
Definitely
So
did.
was definitely-
Darren said that it wasn't your photo machine.
Yeah.
But
Right.
you have a photo machine now. What else do you have?
I actually have, I would say 2 photo booths. One, the traditional one, you know,
Right.
where you could go into a curtain, or you could stand with a backdrop.
You got that new funky one?
Yeah, I got the new, what they call the Mobile Max. Like
Right.
your banner.
Right.
Like you stand in front of it, take pictures.
Right, yeah.
You do that with the Mobile Max too. It's actually held in your hand, and it's got an
Really?
LED rim.
Oh yeah, we saw that at the library
trade
when we did,
show,
when we
yeah.
did the trade show. Right.
So I just picked that up at the DJ Expo in August. Actually, I didn't pick it up then.
Okay.
I brought home the literature, and my wife says, "This looks pretty cool.
Right.
Are we getting this?" I said, "Oh, you mean me?
Yes.
You mean, am I getting this?"
Well, it's we. It's
Right.
we when it's something's cool.
Right, right.
By the way, if your wife is listening in, if you made it home, I know the weather is pretty bad and you were out on the road, but if you're there, give us a call at 631-415-1365 and tell us the real story.
Yeah, tell us.
know
Yeah,
what's
tell us
going
what
on.
really happened.
No, but you know, she'll advise me on things to do,
Yeah.
And not to do.
and not to do.
So
And-
one of the things we're doing right now, Keith, is we're running some photos of some of the events that
Okay.
that you've done, right?
Okay.
Sweet 16s and weddings and things
Small
like that.
business owners, are you having trouble growing your business?
Way to go, buddy.
Do I get reduced rate now? I'm just playing.
No, I just put
I'm
stop payment.
playing. I'm playing.
That was good.
I
That
put
was
stop
good.
payment on
I'm
his
kidding
check.
with you, man. You know,
You get an extra 30 seconds
All
onto
right,
the end of the show.
so yeah, I do a little bit of everything. I mean, I do communion, sweet 16s, weddings, charity events. I work with Friend Entertainment USA.
I heard they're a pretty good place
I heard they're
to
pretty
work
good.
with.
Yeah, they're outstanding.
I heard the real boss, Renee, is really a good person to work with.
See, I haven't had that opportunity yet, so.
So okay, but you
So
know what?
the music fan himself, yeah.
Well, here's the
with,
thing:
with
is
Rudy,
Kate-
and we'll do that.
But see, Renee's one of us. She's a mastic person.
Yes.
You
Yes, she
know,
is.
and you know, so she's one of us. So
Yes.
she's like family.
Yes.
You know, but we also got some video, and I want to throw the video up to show some of the action that goes on, and you get the crowds going and stuff like that.
And then,
and
you know, when we finish with the video, I want to talk about that special event that you did in New Jersey and how you saved the day for some people that were inexperienced.
Yeah.
yeah.
They were.
Our friend Russell, right? So
Darlene and Russell.
Darlene and Russell.
Yeah. But we'll get into that for a second.
And a shout out to Darlene because she's in a hospital. If you happen to be watching in, all the best to you.
Run that video. The first clip that we're going to put up.
Okay.
That's a Sweet 16 party, right?
Yeah.
So you do Sweet 16 parties.
Do
you
Sweet
do
16s.
You do
weddings.
You do bar
confirmation.
Going on there,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna show one of the weddings, and the old.
And the wife was like, "Wow, this is a pretty cool light. Are you gonna get this?"
So this is a. So basically what you'll do is, if I wanted to engage you to actually do a wedding for me or an event for me or anything like that, we'll sit down and you'll kind of tell me what kind of, you'll say, what do you want?
Well, what I do that separates me from a lot of DJs that are out there, no disrespect to them at all, this is how I feel I like doing business. I will show up at your home so you're comfortable in your own environment, and I'll go over everything from soup to nuts. How the beginning starts out, how the dance is with the parents or whatever the situation.
So it's really all planned out.
Yeah, I mean, I have a guideline. I call it, for a wedding reception, I have a wedding reception planner.
Right.
For Sweet 16, I have a Sweet 16 party navigator.
So like in the wedding reception planner, you have, okay, one person can get hurt at this point, another person can get hurt at this point.
Well, that's never planned. Because as my old partner, one of my MCs used to say, it's live entertainment.
It's reality.
Yeah, so.
It's reality.
I like the personal touch. So I'll go to someone's home because obviously you're more comfortable in your own environment.
Right.
No, it doesn't matter what kind of party it is. I still do the same thing.
Do you ever run into a situation where you walk in, right, and you're going to do somebody's wedding, and you got the couple there, and the couple wants a certain thing, but mom and dad are sitting there going, no, this is what we want?
Well, here's how I would answer that. Depends who's paying for it.
Okay, so now you got mom and dad are paying for it.
Okay.
Let's put it on that.
It's someone
I'm
else's
going to give you that
wedding.
scenario.
I'll do the compromise thing.
So how do you get around
You play
that?
half a song? Is that what you do?
Well, that's part of it. But what I try to do is you got to cater to everybody. So I would say to the bride and groom, let's play with some of what mom and dad want. And I say to the parents, it's their wedding. Let's have a little common ground.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's the best way to answer it.
So do you go over to them and say, "Hey, this is what I'm going to play, and that's what I'm going to play," and that type of thing,
Well,
or
you
I'm
have a
going to stay in
playlist,
this
you go over the
genre,
songs.
like because if a father said, "Hey, you know what? I don't want any rap," for example.
Well,
right?
I have also music request sheets.
Okay.
That the customer fills out. I have like all the genres.
So that's what I was getting at. Is
Yeah.
okay, what do you want? And
Right.
if they don't check something off, you don't play.
I don't play it. And on the back of my sheet, it's a special request part. This
Okay.
way it gets into the soup and nuts, so to speak, of what they actually want.
So you're really spending a lot of time putting this stuff together.
Yeah, I mean...
Let me give you an example. We did a show a few weeks ago. In the middle of November, we had a Neil Diamond dinner show at the
Right.
Crescent
Yep.
Beach
I
Club.
remember that. Yep.
And this was really the first event that we did that was like a Friend Entertainment event in
Right.
total.
Right.
All right. And we had Neil Diamond, did a great job. And then it was dance time. And you got inundated. With,
I did.
With people coming over to you. And,
I did.
And you came over, I came over to you and said, what's doing? How's everything going? What should I play? What should I do? And I said, do this. But there was one particular lady, that blonde-haired lady, right in the middle, who, how do I phrase it?
Insisted?
Yeah, and demonstrated that she really wanted to dance and have these particular songs.
Right.
Carried away?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
Insisted, carried away.
She was carried away.
Wait a second now. You guys, you're being too protected with this thing.
Well,
Jim, don't you
because
think?
you yell at me.
So
that-
really, what?
all right, fine. So she was having sex on the dance floor. Is that what you
was
wanted
dirty
to know?
dancing.
Just said
That's
for
what
my
I-
wife to call in for
No,
God's sake.
dirty dancing was
All you
a
had to
different
say was-
story. This was worse
She was
than
crying.
dirty
She was
dancing.
Well,
No,
not
she
with me.
wasn't-
Let's be specific. let's
It
let's
wasn't
put it out there.
There was a
You know what
group
I
of
mean?
women, like women do at events.
right.
They get together, and these people were stupid. They drank the whole night. I don't mean. Oh man, they were like out of it.
But you know what? I went
They
to
had fun.
Norman out of respect because I know what I would normally do, but this is his gig.
Right.
You know what I mean? I went to Norman out of respect and said, Norm, you know, I know this is a Neil Diamond show. Let me try top 40. Let me try some upbeat top 40. He goes, do your thing. And then
Well,
right
then-
after that,
I said,
the dance floor
I said-
exploded.
You can't. You saw
disco.
how it was going.
We
you
hit
kept it
disco.
More
Right.
than
That
Neil-
was the end.
Right.
So
That
it was
was
basically
great.
the Neil Diamond genre really wasn't
Right.
working.
Right.
So
No,
you
no,
knew
But
that.
we just had 2 hours of Neil Diamond.
Yeah,
So,
so,
now it was
you know,
time
you
for
wanna-
a switch.
you wanna make it a
we
little
weren't going to
different.
replay
Right.
the Neil Diamond songs
Right.
again, and that it was a dance crowd.
It was a dance
It was
crowd.
a real good
I mean,
dance
once I
crowd.
got them up, I mean, they were dancing.
Well, obviously got them up if they were,
No, but I'm saying, like, I had people dancing, but
Right.
then I said to him, I said, let me switch it up. He goes, do your thing. So I went to top 40, and then the dance floor exploded. And then I just took it from there and went all different directions. So I don't have a problem improvising. If I don't see it doesn't work.
We had to play last song because no one would get off the floor.
Did you
It
ever
was
have
like-
a situation where you went into the improvising because things weren't working, it started working, but then the people that hired you got pissed?
You know what? No. I mean, I still follow the music request sheet. And if it's on the music request sheet, I'll go in different directions as long as it's on the music request sheet. They don't get pissed. They want people to have fun.
Did you ever have somebody make a request that when you were told don't play this type, like we'll say hip hop, for example, because
Right.
it can be offensive,
Right.
you know, and somebody came up, you know, say a kid or a teenager came up and said, hey, I want you to play this song by, you know, whoever, you know, and you know this is something that they don't
Well, it depends
want.
if it's a wedding or if it's a sweet
Well,
16.
let me answer the
You know,
question.
it's-
Well,
Let
you
him
know
answer
what
the
it is. I say to them, no disrespect to you, but the people that the event is for don't want me to play this.
Right.
And they say, well, why not? And I'll just show them the sheet. You know, no rap or
Right,
whatever
yeah.
they don't want, I'll show.
Okay.
You know, because you could say it, but people don't believe you because
course.
it's just a DJ saying, oh, yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah, I don't.
That's our favorite thing to say, and people know it. But if it's my customer's request, if they don't want to play it, I'm not going to play it.
Right.
You know, I try to be diplomatic about it, and then people are like, wow.
So there's a lot more to this whole DJ game than
It is.
than
You know,
meets the
a lot of
eye.
people think it's just pushing 2 buttons or
Right.
pushing buttons. It's not.
Well, it used to be putting vinyl on.
Right,
Now
right.
it's just it's all computerized,
Yeah, it's
right?
all
So
Oh, and this stuff he's
controllers.
got is great. I mean, it's,
You know-
it's so computerized. It's
Yeah.
So Keith, if people wanted to get a hold of you and they want to hire you, trust me, I can tell you, I've been to this man's parties.
me too.
I appreciate it.
He does a great job. Him and his team do a great job. So if they want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
You know, my office number is 631-399-6988. My cell number is 631-484-9296. My website is www.stingrayeentertainment.net. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Stingray601. And that's how you basically can get in touch with me.
All right.
All right.
So when we come back, we're going to dive a little bit more into Keith and what makes him tick, and some of the things he's involved with, and some events that he's got coming up.
And he's done. Events that he's done. I got some things to mention to people.
And then we'll be right back after these messages.
Small business owners, are you having trouble growing your business? Do you feel like you're always swimming upstream? Do you feel like daily tension that I can't get ahead and I don't know why? Hi everybody, my name is Darren Sayafi and I'm a business therapist. What's a business therapist? Well, some people call us coaches, some people call us advisors, other people even call us strategists. We take a vested interest in you and your personal development as a person and as a business owner to give you the tools and structure that you need to take it to that next level. So don't wait. Give me a call today for your free consultation and let me show you how you can help yourself.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friend Entertainment USA. My name is Norman Wasserman. I am also known as the Music Man. Let me just tell you a little bit about Friend Entertainment. We put on concerts for charities, and we do that everywhere from New York to Las Vegas. We do R&B, Motown, rock and roll, jazz, whatever it is that you wish. Friend Entertainment will deliver the best of the best for you and your charity. Here are some of the names of the talent that have performed with us on our stage. Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner, The Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, the one and only ELO, Elton John himself, Kool and the Gang, and the fabulous Donna Summer. Go to our website, friendentusa.com. That's www.friendentusa.com, or feel free to call us at 631-698-9696. 631-698-9696, and we'll see you at the next show.
Hi, this is Doug Cormack, Executive Director of Orchard Estate of Woodbury, Woodbury's first assisted living and memory care community. We're opening this summer for seniors who need a little or a lot of assistance with things like taking their medication, meals, or just a maintenance-free lifestyle. Our experienced staff keeps seniors and their families connected to what matters most. Call us today to inquire about our model apartments and discover how Orchard Estate of Woodbury is providing the lifestyle Long Island seniors deserve. Call 516-246-2167. That's 516-246-2167, or visit orchardestatewoodbury.com. Licensure pending.
And welcome back to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man and our guest Keith Ray from Stingray Entertainment. How are you, babe?
I'm good.
Yeah, how are
good.
you enjoying your event tonight?
I'm really liking this. This
nice,
is a lot of fun.
It's fun.
Reminiscing a little bit with Darren, get to hang out with both of you. It's great.
So here's one of the things I didn't ask before the break when we were talking about how you're planning all these things. So after you meet and you get this playlist and you're planning all of this, do you go back on the computer and say, okay, we're going to play this song first, that song second, this song, and you kind of put it into an order so you can kind of hit the button and just go?
So with a wedding, I create a folder.
Okay.
You know, the first dance, intros, you know, all of that. This way it's easier. I don't have to go searching it. You're more professional looking that way. I do it with a Sweet 16 candlelighting too.
Okay.
Because it just makes things so easy. Because you're doing the event, you know, especially a Sweet 16, the candlelighting is towards the end.
Right.
So you don't want to be searching for these songs because you're not going to find them. You're not going to have enough time. So the best way to do it is be prepared. You know what I mean? You know, for a wedding, you got to get the intro songs. You know, their first dance, the parent dance.
Are you in tuxedo when you do weddings?
I don't wear a tuxedo per se. I wear black pants, shirt, tie, vest. Still professional.
And your team does too.
Absolutely. We try to match, actually. We'll call each other and say, okay, what are you wearing? What do you got clean? You know what I mean? You know, we try to get as close as possible to, you know, a color.
So it's that scientific. What do you got
clean?
Well,
not. I would say scientific. It depends on the wives and when they want to do laundry too. You know what I mean?
One thing that everybody should know is prices. Not asking.
Right.
I know for a fact that you have the fairest, not the cheapest, Not the most expensive,
Right.
but your price is extremely fair.
Right. I try to be as fair as possible. I don't want to undercut because then you get a bad reputation in the industry. And if you do that...
And you shouldn't be asked to.
Right.
Right.
Well, the thing is, too, the quality of, people be
Right.
like, oh, if they have a bad experience,
Right.
because look, we all have them.
I've had a few, believe me.
If they have a bad experience, then it was like, because I paid this guy next to nothing, what do you expect?
Right.
That type of thing. But...
So, like before I mentioned, it's live entertainment. Some things happen. Sometimes there is that bad experience. And you try to minimize them.
Mm-hmm.
And I have, that, knock on wood, over the years, I've only had a few.
So let's talk about one that you helped. Back when we first met, it was a month or two after we met,
Right.
I got asked to do the NFL alumni event.
Right.
Not to do it all, but to do a portion of it.
Right.
And the lady that asked me was looking for a DJ.
Right.
So I recommended you.
Right.
And you had your conversation, and I had discussed price with them and whatever, and it was all good.
Right.
All right. Then you show up, and you tell everybody what time in the morning you got there, and the transition of what happened, and how you saved part of the day for them.
So I didn't know exactly what to expect. I brought every
It was the first time that they did it.
Right.
So, yeah.
I brought every piece of equipment I could think of, every speaker I owned, because I didn't know where I was setting up. Because I
and this was the NFL Alumni Association, right? Who was on this show?
Right.
They were on the show actually right before that event.
It was during the summer.
Yeah.
Right. It was June 30th.
Right.
Remember
They were
the
there
date.
here like June 10th or something like that.
Yeah. So, I get there. I bring this young man who's like a nephew to me. My wife's best friend's son.
Okay.
Because I know he'll hustle and he'll work for me. I say to him, Johnny, you want to come and work with me? Yeah, just tell me the day, what I got to do. And I say, this is what I could pay. Is that okay? Yeah, it sounds fun. So I bring him with me. Now, I didn't know what to expect. I left at 7 o'clock in the morning.
And what time did this thing start?
I think noon. I think it started at 12.
And what time did you get there?
I got there like 9:30.
Yeah, but you had to go to MetLife Stadium.
I had to go to MetLife Stadium.
It wasn't like you were going around the corner.
Right,
so
and
it
it's
was
the end of
smart to-
June.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking, you're going
Crazy
down to
traffic,
Jersey.
George Washington Bridge.
It's actually the weekend before 4th of July, the Sunday before it.
Right.
Because it was in the middle of the week this year.
Mhm.
So I don't know what kind of traffic. So I get there bright and early, and the MetLife Stadium, personnel were really, really nice. They said, okay, you're setting up in where we do the interviews for the coaches.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I don't know where that is, so please show me. So they show me, and they give me like this little area. So I set up, me and this kid Johnny set up very quickly. We're like, Darlene, do you need anything else? No. She goes, no, I'm good for now, but thank you. So I got to put a table out with some of my, flyers and cards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, as the day's going on, she asked me to make announcements. I said, fine, that's no problem. I'll do whatever you need me to do. So then she's walking around, and she's very flustered, this woman, Darlene. So I said, Darlene, what's the matter? She goes, Stony Brook dance team, who was part of the act, they danced on the 50-yard line.
Right.
Some of the events were outside, some of them were inside. They don't have a way of getting their music on because they're having problems with the PA system. I said, Darlene, that's it? That's why you're flustered?
Mm-hmm.
I have speakers in my van. We'll figure it out. So the girls had the music on their phone, I think the captain.
Right.
So
Now this is way above and beyond what he was supposed to be doing.
right. So I was like, Darlene, don't worry about it. It's not that tragic. I got this.
Right.
So I bring out one of my speakers. We set it up. She comes in here. You could hear it through the stadium.
Really?
And I'm set up on the sideline, basically, of the 50-yard line.
Is that because the acoustics in the stadium?
I think
so
that was
good?
part of it, and because I'm down low. But it was also a 1,500-watt speaker.
Right. Okay.
So I wanted them to be able to hear it. So I said, you girls, can you hear this? So they were like, yeah.
So they were excited.
This was all for 70 seconds.
70
seconds.
70 seconds.
All this
a minute and 10
for
seconds.
70
a minute and 10
seconds.
seconds. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just
Wow.
to do their routine. And oh, by the way, right after that, it poured.
Oh my God.
Because
So,
it
wait,
was
did
so
you-
hot.
Did you get your speaker out of there before it started?
So they said, you better get your speaker out because it looked like it's going to rain. And this kid from the NFL alumni is trying to figure out how to put it on first of all. And I'm
Right.
like, let me do this. I mean, nice kid. I said, I know how to do this. So I
Right.
turned it on, put it on for him, stayed there. Then I went back inside for a reason. They were like, you better get your speaker in. It's starting to rain. So we got it in, and it was just great. I mean, I got to meet some of the players, and they're unbelievable human beings, like Bruce Harper, Wesley Walker, Gary Brown.
Wesley's a great guy.
Wesley is awesome. Bruce Harper was really nice. He saw my tattoo of autism symbol, and he's like, we were just talking about that. So we were talking for like 15 minutes. They were just, all of them were great guys.
And then what did they ask you to do at the end of the all night? Did they ask you to go home, or they ask you to join?
No, they actually asked me to join them for dinner. They had this huge spread. They said stay for food.
This was a private executive VIP dinner.
So you got to hang out with the guys?
Yeah, I got to hang out with the football players. Victor Oshie from, he went to Stony Brook. Super nice guy. I mean, they were all really nice.
Well, most of the players, when you meet them outside, they're very different. They're very nice.
They're off
people.
camera.
They really are.
Well, they're human, just like we are. They have a very violent job, so to speak, but they're as violent as their job is. They're just as nice.
Well, sometimes we don't realize is that a lot of the stuff that goes on the field, they're entertainers.
Yes.
So a lot of the stuff that they're doing, they're entertaining. When they're off field, they're not.
No.
They're not like that.
No, but that one event, and I got, thanks to Norm, it's one of the ones that stands out this year. I've had a lot of great events this year.
And they asked you to join, right? They
want me to join the NFL alumni.
Okay,
and
cool.
I haven't had a chance to set that. And I'm sorry to hear about Darlene.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Darlene is not doing too well.
Yeah.
She had emergency surgery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
well, wish you well, Darlene.
Yes.
Hopefully
I wish you well too, Darlene, as well.
You'll call her, find out what's going on.
Because I was actually going to go to her office. She goes, "You're going to come all the way to Belmore?" I'm like, "It's Belmore,
Yeah, Belmore.
They don't understand all the traveling that we do.
It's
crazy. They don't. It's funny. I'm sure you get this all the time. People in Nassau County don't like to travel.
No,
and
they don't like to travel.
Us living out
County.
east our whole lives, like that's all we did was travel. For us to jump in the car and drive a half an hour, 45 minutes is no big deal.
Darren, you know what's funny is I go to this DJ convention every year in August in Atlantic City, and one of the guys I met lives in Massapequa.
Right.
So he talks about the Nassau-Suffolk thing all the time. He goes, "You people drive all the time.
Yeah.
What are you doing?" You know what I mean? But I said, that's a way of life out here.
Well, you think about it, Nassau County is only like a third of the land-wise. It's only like the third of the size of Suffolk County.
That's exactly right.
When I was doing the shows at William Floyd, to get people to come from Riverhead to William Floyd, what's it, 10 minutes? To 15
it's most like 20, 25 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes.
Yeah, right.
I'll settle for 20 minutes.
I went an hour and 45 minutes in MetLife Stadium.
And that was easy.
But 20 minutes Riverhead to William Floyd, 20 minutes Riverhead is no traffic. It's actually you're moving.
Right.
You're not.
Right.
20 minutes in Nassau County is going 3 miles.
Yeah.
You know.
So, some of the events I've done, like one event in particular, I had a friend of mine got engaged years ago. And she said, "I don't know where or when I'm getting married. You're my DJ." So 2 years, like beginning of 2017, she posts, "Brian and I, picked a place and date."
Right.
And, it's December 2017, Tampa, Florida. So I write this woman inbox on Facebook. I'm like, "Oh, so I guess I'm out." She goes, "Oh, no. If you could come to Florida, I want you to DJ at my wedding." I went down to Florida to DJ.
Did you
my
really?
wedding. Yeah.
Well, you rent the equipment down there?
I brought my own.
Oh, you drove?
So you drove down?
I drove, and I asked my family if they wanted to go to. So when I got this opportunity to do it, I go up to my wife and I say, "What are we doing Christmas week this year?" Now it's the beginning of the year, 2017. She goes, all typical women would say this, "I don't know what we're doing next week, let alone Christmas week."
Right.
So she goes, "Why?" I said, "I have an opportunity to go down to Florida and go DJ a wedding." She says, "Go." No hesitation. She said, "Go to work."
So it's either that she's happy with you out of the house.
Exactly.
Well, no. Here's what.
No. That's what it was.
No, but my reply is fair. That's fair. But my reply is, understand something. You have to take off to watch our son.
Right.
So do you want to spend it here, or do you want to spend it in Florida with me? Go to work. Bye-bye.
Really?
Way to go.
So, I mean,
that's cool. Though.
Yeah. I mean, I went down to Virginia a couple of years ago to DJ a Sweet 16 for a family.
So you actually go all over the place.
You're national.
Well, let's not get crazy.
No, let's get crazy. Yeah. You're national. The answer is supposed to say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're national.
No, but I enjoyed what I do. And, if it's family, friends,
you do it. Well, you also have a friend down in the Carolinas, don't you?
I have a couple friends that I met from the DJ Expo.
Right.
So,
So it's
just
almost like a
fraternity.
community, right?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
You get to
Definitely
know
is.
each other. You help each other out.
Yeah.
And you do all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, we communicate all the time. You know, can't wait for August. You know, because that's when it is. So, but I've got to
Do you
meet.
ever go to any networking groups? Do you get, do you ever
I
visit?
go to a networking group on Friday morning.
Here's
actually.
the segue on how you met Norm.
That's how I met Norm.
Right,
at
because I met
Norm.
I met
wasn't
Norm the
segue.
same way in the
But-
networking
but
group.
you know what? We
Norm
could
is
go
Mr.
to-
Networker.
Yeah.
He networks everywhere,
No,
and he
well,
knows
let's
everybody.
be honest.
Come on, Norm.
Mutual friend is the Network of the Year, and we
Yes.
know who we're talking about.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can we mention him?
Of course.
Mark Solomon. Mark
Yeah.
Solomon Photography, Network of the Year.
Yeah,
So-
Mark did all the pictures you see on us, and
And
all
Mark
that.
will
did that.
recommend you, and you recommend
Yes, we
Mark.
recommend each other.
And that's what it's all about.
We started working together like 5 or 6 years ago, and what we liked about each other, no egos.
Yeah, Mark's great.
Some of these guys have egos bigger than this room,
Yeah.
and I'm not like
Mark
that.
says, he shoots people for a living.
He says that all the time, and he goes, and I don't get in trouble for it. He's
funny. Yeah, no, he
very
did.
funny.
He's got
did
a
all
great
our pictures.
personality.
Yeah.
He did our profile shots.
Yeah.
Notice that they're not up there.
They should be somewhere.
Well,
Sort
Not
of.
these,
we
animated ones.
like our cartoons.
I like your cartoons too.
We are cartoons.
We're
guys.
unique cartoons.
Yeah. So no,
You have any special events coming up for the holidays you want to tell anybody about?
I do a couple of special needs programs that I'm
Explain.
involved with. Massic Sports Club, Kyle Sports for Special Needs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a young man who never thought that he would even walk. It's named after him, Kyle Mayer,
Mm-hmm.
and unbelievable young man.
And when is that event?
It's December 14th at the William Floyd Middle School gym. It's
How old is he?
He's a year younger than my son, so he's 15. He's a twin, and he was born with no hip bones, and they never thought he would walk. And he plays baseball. He's unbelievable
great.
athlete. He does sled hockey, and his grandmother Debbie formed this organization called Kyle Sports for Special Needs, and every so often I do events for them.
Okay.
And I don't, some things I charge for, some things I don't.
We
That's
get it.
good.
We get it.
Yeah, so I
Shows what
do
kind
that
of
for a couple of
character you
hours, and we bring Santa and Mrs. Claus, and it's a really nice event. I have some New Year's Eve parties coming up and stuff, and
I guess they're on New Year's Eve.
I'm sorry.
The New Year's Eve parties are on New Year's Eve.
Yes, thank you.
So how do you figure in more than one New Year's Eve party?
Well,
I
because
have
he's
other
got
guys.
a team of
I
guys
got a
that
team
go
of
out.
guys.
So how many parties are you? So you're leading all into this.
Yeah, he's leading. He's
Come on.
He's reeling us in.
So how many people?
I think I
how
have
many
at
shows
least
you
2
got?
right now on New Year's Eve. I have all kinds of events all month
So
long.
you're still available. People can still book you for a New Year's Eve party
Yeah.
or a
How
Christmas
many different
party.
groups do you have that you can send out? You have 4, 5, 6
No, I
groups.
got 3 or 4 guys. Plus,
The
if
answer
I
is
need
yes.
outside of my company,
You can reach.
I can reach out. I mean, that's not an issue. But
Yeah, so if you want somebody who's going to really organize your party and do it right, and even businesses that are having Christmas parties
Yeah.
that are looking for a DJ, this is the guy to hire.
So one of the places that I'm doing is Dairy Queen in Medford. They
What?
hire. Yeah.
Dairy Queen?
Yeah, in Medford. They have
What the
Christmas
heck are
parties.
they doing?
They're doing a Christmas party. They want me to do it. I did it
Wait a
last year for
second,
them.
that place isn't that big though.
It's fine. It's fine. for
It's
what they-
outdoor party?
No, indoors.
Indoor.
Where are they going to go? Where's anyone going to go in a Dairy Queen?
Well, it's just for the employees.
Oh, it's an
their
employee
employee
party.
Christmas party.
So you're going to close? And
Yes. So, I did it for them last year, and they had an unbelievable time.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Literally.
nice. I got that. I got that one. See, it takes me a second sometimes.
I'm on.
You're on. You're on.
He's not off. Not at all.
No, but they hire special. I don't like the word special needs, special abilities people.
Mm-hmm.
They have a few that they've hired,
Right.
and they're very important to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they reached out to me because they knew I do certain things. So
Don't you also belong to an organization called Sassy?
I do their events. I do other autism
You
events.
belong there
Yes,
too, right?
and we actually had Sassy on the show end of November.
And actually, I've done EJ Autism
And that
Foundation too.
yeah.
I've done events for them.
Yeah.
Whatever the special abilities is.
They do a lot
charities,
of
whatever.
they do a lot of good work, Sassy. And,
Yeah.
look, all of these organizations
They got a great
do
leader.
a tremendous job.
Yeah, they do. They all
Yeah.
do. I mean, it's other organizations out there. I don't mind working for.
Yeah.
I don't, as long as
Listen.
I could help them out.
One more time, Keith, all right? Because we're at the end.
Really?
We're actually over time.
Hour's gone.
The hour's gone, my friend. So
I may have to come back.
One more time. If somebody wanted to get a hold of you,
please, if you want to get in touch with me, you can reach me at 631-399-6988. My cell is 631-484-9296. My website is www.stingrayeentertainment.net. You can reach me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Stingray601. And I really had a blast doing this, guys.
You know, it's so cool, and we really appreciate you being here. You know how many guests we know that we have that don't know their own phone number?
Yeah.
And you just rattled off everything.
It's funny because we'll sit here.
Some people don't know their own social security number.
What's great is, you know,
they don't know.
We have our sheets here, and we actually do it. They'll start, and we can see they're fumbling.
Yeah.
So either him or myself will pick up. We'll just read it off the screen, and it makes it look like we know the number. They know. You know. So
I just want to add. Thank you, gentlemen. This was a blast.
It's our pleasure.
It's our pleasure.
Norm, thank you
You're
for
a good
everything
guy.
you do.
See, I know what you do. I know your heart.
Yeah.
And I know what you're about. So
yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm recommending that if you have even a question and you're thinking about a party or a DJ that you're in need or you know someone who's looking for one, just call. That's
Just give a call.
At 631-399-6988. Tell them Norman sent you. Tell them that the Business Power Hour sent you.
631-484-9296. That's the easiest way to get me because the cell phone is always on, 6 in the morning to 10 at night.
I think we're going to be back Valentine's Saturday, the 15th of February, back at Crescent Beach Club.
Let's do this.
Let's
tear it up. Darren, thank you also. It was great catching up with you
man.
It
was, Keith and I, like I said, we go back a long ways. We haven't seen each other in years.
It was great.
But,
Good job.
It was great having you on the show,
I appreciate it very much.
All right,
this was a blast.
Thank you. Good job. All right, Music Man. So what do you got coming up?
I don't know. It's just been so busy. It's
I got
crazy.
he mentioned December 14th before. I got Wreaths Across America December 14th.
Nice.
That's when we
Where
go.
are they?
We're gonna be at Pine Lawn Cemetery in Farmingdale, laying wreaths on veterans' graves. We do that every year.
Oh wow!
Last year, 6 tractor trailer.
That's crazy.
Wreaths
That's great.
Laid, yeah,
that's good stuff.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. You know, I'll be there. You won't be able to find me because there's just too many people that show up. It's just crazy. It's insane. So what about you? What do you got coming up? You got anything coming up?
We got a new website going to hit the wavelengths, I think, tomorrow morning.
That's it. You're Friend Entertainment, right? Friend Entertainment's making some major changes.
Upgrades.
Major upgrades from our friends over at Ready Set Studios.
Yeah,
so
they did a great job. Chris
kudos
Gannon
out to those guys.
Got a call. Concerts are coming in.
Right.
Flyers are being made. It's crazy. It's a hectic scene, but it's December.
I want to say hi to a couple of my Latip buddies I just saw jumped on, Sam Richter and Steve Kent.
Sam, Steve. Oh, Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Hey, Stevie.
We want to say hi to you guys. We know you guys are watching all the time. And anybody else is watching, because I can't always see if you're on or not. I'm sure Eileen's on, so we always say hi to Eileen. But we want to thank everybody.
Coming on in March, I think.
March, she's coming back? Okay, so we'll catch up with Eileen at that point. But we want to wish everybody a good 2 days. We'll be back on Wednesday night.
But back before you turn us off.
Yeah, we'll be back before you turn us off. So everybody, listen, up here in the Northeast, we're getting some nasty weather. So everybody safe driving.
Yeah, please.
Just be careful. If you don't have to drive, don't go out. Safe home to both you guys. And also you, Jim. And Jim, good job again tonight. And last Wednesday you did a fantastic job.
Who did it last week?
You did. That's right. Yeah, Jim wasn't here.
Oh,
right, yeah.
Where did Jim go?
Jim was
on
vacation.
Right. Thanks for telling us. Anyway, we'll see you Wednesday night, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.
Na 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 na. idea of where I stand. Oh, my mind clear. Oh, I shed my tears. Oh, now baby, I was just waiting here while you moved on. This tattered soul is something I've always wanted to know. There's whole sense of security, this newfound freedom you kept from me. The sound of all your loaded gun, this heartbreak war has just begun. The sound of all your loaded gun, this broken man has already won. Oh, my mind clears. Lord, I shed all my tears. Oh, now baby,